The other day I was trying to decide what color to dye my hair, my normal summer blonde or back to my natural brunette. My friend who's colorblind started tuning out because he's not exactly the go-to guy for this kind of thing. My other friend pointed out that even if you can't see hue, you can still see dark and light, which reminded me of one of my favorite on-screen gaffes of all time. Though many of us are familiar with the vivid colors in the world of Bewitched, this isn't how the show first aired. The first 2 seasons were filmed in black and white and colorized later, so let's change up the look. One of these early episodes revolves around 2 of the characters trying on wigs to try and catch their husband's attention and revitalize their marriages.
I've got to hand it to you, Mrs. Stevens. You certainly know how to keep the magic in your marriage.
Because there was no color in these early seasons, the wigs had to differ substantially from light to dark and dark to light. The brunette neighbor first put on a blonde wig and then a platinum wig, but her husband just didn't seem to notice.
So, I'm looking.
But you're not seeing me. You haven't really looked at me in years.
I don't have to. I already committed you to memory.
Finally, she puts on a wig that's styled with a lot of upright curls, and that her husband did notice.
Abner?
What did you do to your head?
I noticed.
Well, who wouldn't? It looked like you just stuck your finger in a light socket.
Well, you didn't before.
Before what?
When I wore the platinum wig and the blonde wig.
Well, I couldn't notice that. I'm colorblind.
This makes no sense, and I've been thinking about it for 15 years because in a black and white show, we're seeing what he's seeing. In fact, depending on the kind of color blindness he has, we might even be seeing less. These wigs were picked out specifically so that the audience could tell the difference between them without hue. So the idea that he can't tell the difference between his wife's brunette hair and a blonde wig is absurd. Now to bring this full circle, I did end up taking my friend's advice and going back to my natural brown. What do we think? Is it cute enough that my husband will love me again? Man, the 60s were weird. Now, funnily enough, there is one other black and white gag that works better in black and white than it does in the colorized version. If you want to hear about that, drop a comment down below. In the meantime, thank you all for watching and don't forget to subscribe.